Good evening, I'm Anya Ushakova. Welcome to August 1, Saturday, August 1. Can you believe it? Here we are, all these months later, right? No one really has anything definitive to answer with. You know, we're all in a state of flux still, and we're all wondering, what's next? What more is there to learn about living in uncertainty? Because these are the times we're living in. And so it's August 1, it's a Saturday, and it is about 2 days away from a full moon. And I don't know about you, but I can share this with you about me, that whenever there's a full moon, I'm getting close to the full moon's brilliance, there's a lot of emotion that wells up, and somehow the sort of analytical self or intellectual self, or I try to be practical self every now and again, is put to the side, because the moon, is such a draw. And the moon, I think, affects all of us in some way, and generally emotionally. So for the last week, and particularly today, even just today, I've been feeling very nostalgic. I don't know about you. Have you felt nostalgia during these months? Let me know. Leave me a comment in the comment box if this whole period of uncertainty since the beginning of the year, right? Since the beginning of the year, we're now in the 8th month of the year, can you believe it, of 2020. In this year of uncertainty, state of flux, wondering what's next, not wanting to turn on the television set to really find out what's next, but wondering about it. Have you felt nostalgic? And what have you felt nostalgic for? That would be so interesting to know from my subscribers and anyone who comes to this channel. And I hope you do become a subscriber, of course. I'd love to have you here. Welcome in. But anyone who comes to this channel, however you found me, let me know what it is you've been nostalgic for from the past. When I say the past, the pre-COVID days, the pre-pandemic days, when we all knew what was functional and what was dysfunctional. At least we knew where everything was in our lives, in our relationships, in our work, in our financial situation, etc. In other words, we felt we had a much better handle on the practical aspects of life, and perhaps all aspects of life then. Even if our lives weren't beautifully set, we knew our way around. We haven't really known our way around well since COVID-19, the pandemic, started raging in full globally. So what have I been nostalgic for in the last few days, and particularly today? I've been thinking about the places that I have loved traveling to over the years, and the music that is associated for me to those places. Those of you who know me well know that I love France. I love Paris. I love the south of France. I love the French people. They have a sensibility that I relate to. And just the way they look at life, the way they love jazz, the way they respect all cultures, the way they are just interested in life. They're curious. They love a good conversation. They love good food, and they're chic. They have style. Men and women have style. In the simplest of clothes, they're very stylish. There's so much about the French that I love. So France is a place that I've returned to again and again. And today I was listening to the music of, oh my goodness, Charles Aznavour and Joe Dassin, and more recently Carla Bruni, who is the former First Lady when she married Nicolas Sarkozy when he was the Prime Minister of France. So I've been listening to really fantastic, beautiful music that has just taken me away, that has reminded me of romantic, elegant, wonderful moments in all the years that I've been traveling to France. Nice and Cannes and southwestern France. I mean, so many places, and Paris over and over again. I was thinking about Greece, a country that has my temperament, I would say as well, which is that it is a country that is big-hearted. It is a country that, of people who love to laugh, who love to, like the French, eat well and do eat well. It's also a country of ancient wisdom and gods and goddesses. And so the music of Greece, that when I hear Greek music, I'm just taken back to islands that I started visiting when I was 18 years old. So I've been nostalgic for journeys of the past and thinking about how it will be in the future. So I'm drawing it all back in. So here's what I'm doing. In case there's some of you who are very nostalgic and don't know really how to orient yourselves right now in the present, take those beautiful scenes that you experienced wherever they may have been for you in the world and how you felt when you were in those places in the world. How did you feel when you were in your special places? How did they make you feel? How did you wake up in the morning when you were there? So what I'm doing is when I wake up in the morning, I pretend I'm waking up on the island of Kerkara, Corfu, or Ios, or Evia Island, or any of the islands that I love, or even Athens. I love Athens. So I imagine the place, and that place will strike a mood, and that mood will draw upon a piece of music, and that music and that mood and that way that it all makes me feel wakes me up to a day that I look forward to waking up to. And I'm in that happy place, even though I may be thousands of miles away, waking up in a whole other place, I think about the places that have brought me so much pleasure, and that sets the mood for my day, and I carry that mood throughout the day. So I think it's important to do that right now, especially since most of us are not traveling anywhere other than in our areas, our local areas where we are. We have our homes, our places. And so for me, it's the wine country of Northern California, which is beautiful, very beautiful. And I live in a valley that I know so many of the people, so it's lovely to take a walk and say hello. And so when I'm walking and I'm saying hello, and I'm just in that place, that happy place, that I was awakened to by imagining myself in that nostalgia, right? I carry it through the day, so I have a smile on my face. So I'm happy to greet people and say hello. And it makes me forget of the worries and what it is we're going through right now. And then I try to imagine my future, that one day I'm returning to Paris, one day I'm returning to Athens, one day I'm returning to London, to places that I love. I love Europe. Those of you who know me well know that I love Europe. I also love North Africa very much. I've traveled to Morocco, to Tunisia. Rather, I haven't been to Morocco yet, but I want to travel there. But I've been to Tunisia. I was there years ago, and that's a story for another day, but very exotic, very mysterious. I loved it. And so I want to talk to you about the full moon and the emotions that may well up within you. Don't be afraid of those emotions. We are people who are made of mind, body, spirit, and emotions are so important because that's our heart. They come from our heart, these emotions. They connect us to ourselves and to others. So for me, August 1, 2020, Saturday evening in the wine country of Northern California, I'm just thinking about how wonderful it is to have nostalgia as part of our beingness, that we can remember the beauty of life as it was before, bring it into the present to beautify our present moment, and then take that dream, take that quality of beauty, of well-being into what we want to create in the future. So use your imagination. Now is the time to imagine, and be creative. Lead with your heart always. To me, that's everything. So that's it for a Saturday evening from me to you. I'm just saying, don't be afraid that you will not travel again, you won't see the places you love, or that you shouldn't be thinking about the past because you're right here living in the present with all of these big changes that are happening, right? Don't take it all to heart, what's happening in the moment, because it's in flux. You know, it's changing every day. And you can change as you wish along with it. You don't have to resist it or fight it. And you don't have to accept it as truth, as something that'll always be this way. You know, perhaps stuck in your village, in your town, in your city. No, it's not always going to be this way. Right now, take all of that emotion, the full moon energy, that brilliant moon, and let your emotions take you from past to present to future in a dreamscape. Create your future from your present. So I send my love. Thank you for coming to my channel. I'm growing my channel, as many of you know. And I just want to say this, for years I was following those I really like to listen to on YouTube without ever understanding what it meant to subscribe and to give a thumbs up, to say I like this, or to leave a comment. I never understood, I never did that. Didn't even cross my mind to do that. I just watched the people I like to follow, and then I let go, and then the next month I would look for them again, and there I'd be. Now that I'm a creator on YouTube, and I'm trying, this is my brand, Anya Ushakova, Elegant Influencer, and this is my present and into my future. I'm creating this with you. I understand from YouTube and from Google just how important it is. So when you hear those people that you do follow, that you come to, with whom you haven't subscribed, but you really like their work, may I give you, say something honestly? Please subscribe and click the little notification bell, the icon, because when you do that, it'll come through your YouTube newsfeed whenever I've posted a video, or anybody else you may listen to but have never subscribed to. You know, you'll get to see, you know, that they've posted a video. It's important to me as a creator because this is how I grow my brand. This is how I grow with YouTube. This is how I become more relevant in my work when I'm connected to you, when you're connected to me, when I know who you are. There will never be any spam. I mean, it's not about any of that. It's about, for me, delivering content that I think is relevant for these times that we're living in. I'm always going to be addressing something of the time that we're passing through. So I'll talk to you soon again, but if you haven't subscribed, please do. It would mean the world to me. And if you don't know about me, so much information in the description box, so many links on social media that I'm attached to. Come see me in the other places. I have a salon on Facebook, Anya Ushakova, Elegant Influencer on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn, so many different places. But here is where I come to you in video form and I film from my home or from wherever I might be. I will come directly from my heart to yours. So thank you again for being here. Much, much love. Please don't worry, be happy, and stay safe. Until the next time.